Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Angel of Words podcast, where your stories are heard. Before we get started, don't forget to click on that notification bell. Share. It is pertinent information you're about to get today. Also, you can follow us on all podcast platforms, and if you want to leave a donation to the Angel of Words podcast, it is Cash App AOWNYC, and for exclusive content, you can go to AOWENT.com for anything Angel of Words related in the universe, okay? And now, today, on deck, on the Angel of Words podcast, we have Coach Glamour, Miss NIcole Lopez. Miss Lopez, thank you for joining us today on the Angel of Words podcast. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, man, NIcole, beauty is her name. And you are an expert in health and beauty. And it's great to have you here because that is one of the biggest businesses in the world. It's $1 trillion business. And you've been in the game for a while. Okay, they don't call you Coach Glamour for no reason. Could you tell our audience why they call you Coach Glamour and about the brand that you and the services that you provide?
Absolutely. I've been a makeup artist for 21 years and in health and wellness for over 15. And I think for me, the key thing is helping people feel their best. And Coach Glamour all came from actually discovering what glamour is for each individual. So what's glamour for one person might be different for glamour for another person. Yes. But everybody has the right to feel glamorous. Not everybody feels that way about themselves, though, and that's where I come in and not only show them beauty techniques, but a lot of beauty comes from within. And so I help them tap into that health-wise and mentally as well.
Oh, my God. And what services are you providing out here for the people? How do you make them glamorous, man? Like, what do you do to them?
Okay, so I have a numerous amount of services. I am a certified coach. So coach, it's not like I just added that.
You're a certified coach for glamour.
Certified life coach.
What?
So
Where do you get a certification in that? That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Well, it took some time and some studying, and I did that back in 2019.
Okay.
But I adopted the name Coach Glamour for years, and I just wanted to make it official.
Yeah.
You know? And so some of the services that I give is not only makeup artistry, I also help with health and wellness. Again, confidence coaching. A lot of people, they don't feel, and my target audience is women, but it's not just for women as well. But my target audience is women, and there's women from all walks of life that just don't feel beautiful. And so I remind them, even when I'm doing their makeup, that true beauty comes from within, comes from who you are, how you carry yourself, having integrity, and just believing that as a soul, you're beautiful. No matter what I put on your skin, you can walk out, and if you have a bad attitude, it's just going to take away from that beauty. But if you step into the world and have that acknowledgement that you are beautiful, you have a beautiful soul, then that radiates and just brings it to a whole nother level. So I try to work on inner and outer.
Now, is that difficult now with this social media era? Because you've been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
So you've probably been working in this game before the advent of social media, right? You've been in the game, you said 12 years, 13 years? How long? Longer than that?
Yeah, no, I've been a makeup artist for 21 years.
21 years. All right. So you definitely been in the game before social media has been invented.
Yes.
What has that been like for you? Like, could you discuss like that transition?
Yes. When I first became a certified makeup artist, I was 19 years old. I'm putting my age out there, and it's for a reason. Yeah. I'm not ashamed to share my age. Yeah. But
it should be, girl.
I've seen social media grow from the days of AOL to MySpace to Facebook and Instagram, and I've seen it evolve and what the makeup industry has become. And because I'm a makeup artist and I've been in the makeup industry for so long, I do have many colleagues and friends who are as well. And some people can feel that it's saturated because now everybody wants to be a makeup artist. Now everybody wants to be a specialist. But one thing I notice as far as the people that I encourage to go for makeup artistry is don't do it just for the money. Do it for the genuine enjoyment of seeing someone else happy and feeling their best when they walk away from your chair. You get what I mean? It's not just about the makeup application. Of course, you want to have the skills, but you also want to make sure that person is uplifted and feels better. That's what makes them call you back. And the evolution of all of it is the one thing I've learned is you definitely just got to put yourself out there.
Okay.
You can't be scared of judgment.
Okay.
And if I were to put out a message for any newcomers, you know, wanting to do makeup, don't be scared to put yourself out there, pictures of your work. If you don't have a portfolio, put pictures of yourself out there with your makeup skills. And that's something I've done from day one. AOL, they started coming up with these little picture things.
Yeah.
I put my makeup work out there. MySpace, I went into the makeup rooms, put myself out there. And then it just evolved into all the other social media platforms. So I had to roll with the punches. You have to adapt and grow.
Yo, but makeup has become a big ass deal, man.
It is.
Like, everybody thinks that they're a makeup artist. You know what I mean? And, you know, there's a lot of amateurs in the game that have been blowing up on social media.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Because you're a person that, you know, this is an expertise of yours. Like, probably nobody in the world could do makeup better than you. But there's a lot of people that maybe, you know, have more of a following than you have. Even though you have a great following on YouTube, by the way. Check out her YouTube. What's your YouTube again?
Coach
That's
Glamour.
popping. Yeah, Coach Glamour on YouTube. Just wanted to make sure, you know, I don't want to give, we don't cap here on the Angel of Words podcast. We want to give good information.
Right.
But yeah, no, I mean, but like you do a tremendous job, but there's a lot of people out there that call themselves makeup artists and really don't have that legwork put in. How does that make you feel as a professional?
I see them coming up. As a makeup artist, you're gonna always evolve and grow. So the newbies that are putting themselves out there, even if they got a huge following, the more they do it, the better they get. However, though I've been in the game for years, I've seen some young girls with some nasty skills, and I got to give them props. And even they inspire me to be better and do better and adapt and grow. So I think instead of looking at it like competition or competitive, you got to just get inspired and challenge yourselves to grow and adapt to new trends and changes. And I'm a firm believer that we can learn from generations behind us, from people who are younger than us. Yeah, we could also teach them, but we can also learn from them as well. So for the women who are out there doing makeup and they want to be aspiring makeup artists, and maybe their work is not great, my advice is just to keep going. Don't give up. Keep practicing. Keep trying new things at night. Practice on yourself. That's how I did a lot of my practice work, other than, other people. And for the girls who are blowing up right now, just keep going. You're inspiring so many other people to go for their dreams.
Now, I love makeup. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'll be honest with you. Like, I tend to not date women. To me, natural beauty
is the best.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not that guy, though.
What do you mean?
Nicole, I'm not about
you don't like
that.
Makeup.
No, I love makeup.
Okay.
I love it when a woman is like regular and then they throw on some makeup and you can't even recognize.
You're
them.
like, wow.
That to me is amazing. You know what I mean? It's such an art form. Like,
it is.
I appreciate that. And the shading now that's going on, the different textures now that women are putting on their lips and on their, right underneath their eyebrows. Like, can you discuss that a little bit? Like, how it goes into shading on all this miraculous things that are happening, which I love. I'm gonna be honest.
Makeup is transformative. Yeah. So you can literally reshape the structure of your face with makeup, especially if you want to get into contour. Like, if you have a round face, you can make it look more structured. If you have a long face, you can make it look more round. And it's all on placement and practice, again, like I said. Yeah. And if you're one who you don't know how to do it, hire a makeup artist to teach you how to do it. Or you can go to the Coach Glamour page and check out my video.
Hello, we're here talking about you.
No, but I encourage people to go hire someone in their local area. I might not be able to go to California unless you're willing to pay. Yeah. Unless you're willing to pay. However, you can go to my Coach Glamour YouTube and I show techniques on how to contour your face and restructure. And it doesn't mean that you need a pound of makeup. You can transform your look with just a little bit of makeup here and there. That's the thing. I mean, you could go super dramatic if that's a preference, but there's a way to transform, like you said, from that everyday natural look to like, wow, with just placement in like makeup in certain places. And you got to remember, everybody has different eye shape. Everybody has different bone structure. So what that looks like on one person is not going to look the same on another. Let me give you an example. I've had tons of women in my chair tell me, I want to look like Kim Kardashian. And I'm like, Kim Kardashian looks like Kim Kardashian. You look like you. We're going to make you look fabulous. Yeah. You're not going to look like Kim Kardashian. Yeah. We could do her style of makeup on you. But remember, you're never going to look like her unless you go get plastic.
But that might not work. I mean, everybody's
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, discuss on that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I've heard it a million times. I want to look like Kim Kardashian. Okay? And to me, it's like, that shows that you don't own your own personal beauty. So that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Other than putting beautiful makeup on them and just enhancing what they already have, I try to encourage them to own their own look, to own it. You are your own superstar in this world. Really? Aren't we? Right?
I feel that same way every day I wake up in the morning.
So that's what I encourage them to
With or without makeup.
With or without makeup. Really.
And by the way, earlier on today, we did a facial. So my face is glowingly gorgeous because Miss Coach Glamour did a facial on me. And you can go to my social media at Angel of Words ENT to check that stuff out. Thank you so much, Nicole. You made me feel fabulous. Now continue. I'm sorry.
No. So I tried to just encourage them to just own their beauty. And a lot of people, especially women, us women, even me, we have insecurities. And that's where sometimes makeup comes in and it helps us feel better about themselves. But really, we have to practice feeling better about ourselves with or without it. Like you just said, wake up feeling like that. Mm-hmm. And that's what I do in my chair. That's part of my service. You don't only get great makeup artistry, you're going to get that coach in your ear telling you that you are fabulous because you're here, because you're alive.
Now, Nicole, is it true that the more expensive the makeup is, the better it is? Like, I always hear that. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, the more expensive things are, I don't know if that always makes it better. Like, what's your take on it? I don't know anything about the makeup world. Is it better to buy more expensive makeup? Is it better for you?
Okay, I'm going to give you my personal point of view.
Okay.
I have both inexpensive and expensive makeup in my kit and that I use personally. And I'm going to be honest with you. I feel that higher quality makeup, well, we could call it more expensive makeup, does sit and lay better on the skin. Okay. You might get a great beat with some pharmacy store brand makeup and do a beautiful look. Because I've done it.
Could you discuss the pharmacy brand makeup? Like, could you discuss the brands that you're talking about?
Like, say if I get a Maybelline foundation and then I might put it on my skin and it might sit very well. However, if I compare it to something like the Armani foundation sits on the skin so beautifully. Yeah. Okay. Right now I am promoting a makeup line with the choice that it is non-toxic. And that's really, really important to me, especially in these last couple of years. Side note, I have lost my sister to cancer. Oh, wow. So that changed my perspective on the products I use, including the makeup. So I try to find cleaner products, and they are affordable. They're not super inexpensive. They're not super expensive. They're kind of in the middle. So I think the key thing is to look at the ingredients, and also we have the right to test makeup and really see how it sits on the skin and how if it agrees with us. Because sometimes we'll buy something expensive, put it on, and it might oxidize very quickly. And then we know that's not for us. The ingredients in that product is not for us. And so that's why a lot of women like testers. We want to test the product. And it's only fair because everybody has different skin chemistry.
What's your favorite brand of makeup?
Right now, my favorite brand is Saint Makeup.
Saint Makeup. That sounds amazing.
It is amazing.
What's so good about it?
Okay, not only it has non-toxic ingredients, but it blends like a dream. Super customizable. And that's really important to me. And I've worked for many, many brands, and some brands, unfortunately, don't have colors for every complexion. And that
such as?
I'm not going to put any of these brands on. I'm not putting that on blast. They know who they are. And ladies know who they are. Okay? And they're not diverse. They don't go into the deeper, darker shades. Okay. And when you have a client and you don't have that deeper, darker shades, you're not acknowledging that you're gonna have clients of all different complexions. Yeah. And Saint has makeup for all different complexions. Okay. From the lightest blanca to the darkest, deepest queen. And I love that. Also, their eyeshadows are so buttery. Their lipsticks, you can mix and match and make your own colors. It's really fun. And my favorite part is that it's not only beautiful on the skin, it's non-toxic. So that's huge to me.
Is it easier to do makeup on lighter skin people than it is darker skin people?
No. No.
So
It's
that myth gone.
that myth is no.
Dead.
No. If you have the correct colors in your
Yeah.
kit,
Yeah.
you should.
So it's all about your artillery that you're bringing in as a makeup artist. It's not really about the skin complexion of the human being.
No, it depends on you having access to all shades, because you might get a girl in your chair that you might have to mix two colors together to get her exact color. Now, if you have something too light or too dark, you're going to have to adjust there for a while. You need everything in between. And then you might find someone, like I said, different complexion. You can mix and customize it for them. So it really all depends on your skill, really.
Yeah.
Your skill. Because every complexion, it doesn't matter.
Are you nice? Are you nice?
I'm nice.
Tell people how nice you are.
I'm nice. And I'm going to give you my specialty. I done bridal for most of my career.
Okay.
Bridal was my specialty. But
God, there's got to be a lot of money in bridal, man.
it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. I've left a lot of gigs like my back,
Yeah.
my neck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's so fun. So
And you going in there dolo? You don't have a team?
I do have an assistant,
Okay.
but there's been a lot of times where I've knocked out 9 girls by myself. Got to start really early.
That's a big ass bridal shower. Holy
Yeah, if I
crap.
can't find someone, I gotta go in it.
Yeah.
But I have a technique to get them all done where they're on time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the video. We will make the video too long if I get into that. Okay.
No, get into it, man. You talk about it. Don't worry.
No, that's gonna
No
take
time living
way
on the
too
Age of the
long.
Worst podcast.
That's gonna take way too long to get into that. Consultation is key. Remember that. Do
Yeah.
your consultations first.
Okay, so get a consultation when you're doing a whole bridal shower. Like let them meet the people.
Meet the people,
Mm-hmm.
see the complexions, see what you're gonna work with, see what colors they're gonna wear, so that you already know advance when you get into them that day what colors you're gonna use on
You
them.
know, that's crazy though, because I'm glad we're talking about that, because that's something that I don't think about. Like, so the ladies that are getting married and you have your bridesmaids,
Mm-hmm.
you should have a consultation with your makeup artist that day if you're gonna hire a makeup artist.
Yes.
Which more than likely nowadays you're gonna be hiring a makeup artist because you don't want nobody coming in there looking crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you want like a, how do you say, a smooth
Transition.
exactly, and some kind of a collaborative makeup theme, a motif.
Right,
You
right.
know, and so you want your bridesmaids you should have a consultation with your makeup artist before the wedding.
Absolutely.
There you go,
You don't
ladies.
want to go in there blind. And especially if the bride or someone in your bridal party is very picky, finicky, that girl, she definitely needs to be there for the consultation. Now, you got some people who are easygoing. No matter what you put on them, they're like, I'm good, I'm
Yeah.
fabulous. And then you
Yeah.
have some people who feel like they're a little insecure, they're not sure. Those are the people you want to make sure they're at that consultation for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you overall, you want all your girls there to really to feel the vibe.
Even mommy.
And I feel like feeling the vibe.
Even grandma.
Yeah, right. I would imagine like you want to feel their vibe so you know what you're dealing with when you're going into that scenario.
Right. They can ask all the questions. Some people might have allergic reactions. So that's a good place to bring it all out on the table and discuss ingredients, products. Some people might want lashes. Some people may not. So it's a good place to discuss the look of the day, what's going to be the look. Because a lot of times brides want their bridesmaids to be cohesive. If they're all wearing black, they want, and they have gold accessories, she wants something gold on them or a certain look, maybe a red lip for everybody. And it's a good place to, figure that out.
Now, my next question is, have you ever dealt with makeup brands that give people allergic reactions more than others? Or no?
No, I think with all the brands that I've worked with, there's been specific products that might not agree with people. So I'm going to give you an example. I've worked for a brand that there was a specific eyeshadow color that people kept saying was giving them irritation. It was like a burgundy-ish pink color. And the customers who bought it, they would come back with irritation on the eye. So it really depends. And sometimes you don't even know if you're allergic to something until you actually try it on, which is unfortunate. But I haven't had a lot of incidents with that at all, other than working actually in the stores.
Now, brush techniques, swipe techniques, are there certain brushes or brands of brushes that you think people should be using?
Yes, right now I'm currently using the Saint brushes. Their brushes are double-ended, so you're actually getting more bang for your buck, and they're very high quality.
Why are you getting more bang for your buck?
Because usually a good high quality brush, one brush can run you from $35 to $40.
Gotcha.
I mean, a good quality brush. However, with the double-sided brush, you're paying that price, but you're getting two brushes for the price of one.
Yeah, but that doesn't it's not downsizing like the actual, because let's say you do one that's specifically for that. The double-sided brush doesn't like mess up the quality of what you're doing.
Oh no, they're partners.
Okay.
So they design the brushes for one side to be in cohesive with the other side of the brush. So
Okay.
say for instance, one side is blush and one side is bronzer. Okay, one side is to blend on the eye, the other side is to apply on the eye. So they design them to be workable together.
Got you.
You get it?
Yeah. Now, in terms of foundation, is Saint your favorite foundation as well, or there's other brands that you like?
As of now, I'm using Saint regularly every
Yeah.
single day. But if I was to say another foundation that I like, I do like the New Skin Advanced Finish Foundation. I also like the, oh my gosh, what is it called? Ilia Foundation, absolutely amazing. And that's more for women who like natural finish foundation, is not full coverage. If you prefer fuller coverage, I like the Saint because you can
And what do you mean by fuller coverage for my guys out there that may be listening? You know what I mean?
Okay. Well,
So
fuller
they can bond
coverage.
with their women. I want them to bond with their women. You gotta know about your lady. And what they, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? I feel like relationships is messed up because you don't care about the things that your woman is doing.
I agree. I totally
You don't
agree.
have to be into it, but you should know about it at least.
Right.
Right.
So
Does
when
that make
she's
sense?
talking, you can reference.
Yeah, you know. So there you go. I'm helping out the men out there.
You
know?
are.
Let's help out the men out there. You feel me?
Well, full coverage is where when you put something on your skin, it's going to completely cover a blemish or maybe some
Okay.
pigmentation onto the skin. Okay. Sheer is where you put, it evens out the complexion, but you can still see the skin underneath. It shines through. Okay. So that's the difference between full coverage and sheer coverage.
Gotcha.
Then there's medium coverage, which is somewhere in the middle. You get a little full and then you get a little sheer. Okay. But it's all preference depending on the person's skin. Some women really love full coverage, especially if they like a fuller face makeup. And then some women prefer a everyday sheer foundation just to even out the tone of their face.
Okay, now Nicole, with that being said, let's say you're a person that's suffering from acne. Is there brands that you would suggest? Because, a lot of women that have acne, or men even, that have acne, or transgenders, whatever the case may be,
Right.
they may want to use a certain type of foundation to cover up those blemishes.
Right.
Is there something that you recommend or a technique that you feel they should be doing?
Absolutely.
Because, sometimes the dermatologist just doesn't work. You just have bad, unfortunately, you just have an issue with skin situations.
Sometimes it's hormonal or, something we eat triggers it. For everybody, it's different. I'm not going to get into that. But the basis of acne is really just taking care of your skin even before you even put on foundation. That is the number one step. And if you are going to put on foundation, you want something that's hyperallergenic. Okay, so something that's going to be sensitive to the skin. Nowadays, they are creating foundations that have salicylic acid, but it could be drying. So it's kind of like an experiment. You have to experiment with different products. One product I do recommend is that Lumi Spa that I did the demo on
The
you.
Lumi Spa, I feel fantastic, my love. Thank you so much.
That is excellent for acne and breakouts
I feel like
as
I'm
well.
glowing. Like I don't want this podcast
You are
to
glowing.
end. I want you around every time I do a podcast.
You are glowing.
Like I said, when I blow up, you're the makeup girl. That's
Yay.
it.
Good.
We'll partner up in some way, shape, or form, and you'll take care of all the guests for sure.
Oh, I love that. I love that
Your whole
idea.
team doing it. Thank you. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
And stay tuned to that. That's going to be all over the social media situations when
Awesome.
Nicole episode actually drops. But yes, so that Lumi Spa is official.
It is official, and it even comes with an acne face wash. Now, I've worked and seen and used many acne products because I even get adult acne from time to time, especially if I eat chocolate. I could time it.
Chocolate seems to be like an allergic thing, man.
It is.
Like, and people don't know it.
Yeah.
They're like, why am I getting zits? And I'm like, yo.
Because
like,
you're
it could
eating
be-
that chocolate chip
Yeah,
cookie.
no, because chocolate makes me break out, so
Me
I don't
too.
eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Same thing. And I know every time I eat chocolate, I'm going to risk a pimple happening.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. But the
You think
Lumi...
Puerto Ricans are allergic to chocolate? You think
Maybe.
we the stove chocolate?
Maybe. I don't know. Now it's not just sugar. It's chocolate
it's
too.
chocolate for real.
But the Lumi Spot, I've seen work wonders on acne skin, and it has a acne face wash. But really, for people with acne, look for foundations that are hypoallergenic. I hope I said that right.
And when you say hyperallergenic, what are you looking for exactly?
Minimal ingredients. You want something very, very clean on the skin. Nothing that's going to irritate your skin unless you want to use salicylic acid, which is usually recommended for acne.
Okay.
But again, like I said, it could be very drying to the skin as well. So the counteractive is you put it on your face and you're using it a lot, you might get dry patches.
Got you.
So it's like you build a whole new problem. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
This is like a science, man.
It's a science.
This is crazy, bro.
I
I'm glad
know.
that we're talking about it. Right now we're talking to NIcole Lopez, the best Puerto Rican makeup person and health and wellness human being on the planet, you know?
Yeah, now
Big
you
up to
know.
you already know. Now, how does it make you feel, NIcole, when somebody tells you, my God, I feel so beautiful because of you?
That is one of the most rewarding feelings in the world. I've had women almost cry, and then I have to tell them not to cry when they see themselves in the mirror after I do their makeup. And that confirms that I'm doing the right thing and I'm in the right place. And it's an amazing feeling, and that's why I keep doing it. That's why I keep doing it.
So look at the smile on your face.
Yeah,
You're so
it really,
hyped, man. You know?
it really, and I hope a couple of my clients watch this because they know who they are. And I've had a few get up from their chin. They're just like, you make me feel my best. And I try to teach them these techniques so when I'm not there, they can finagle on, look, you don't need a whole bunch of eyeshadow on your face and tons of lipstick all the time. Just a little bit of placements, and that's it. And just go out into the world and feel your best.
What made you want to get into this, NIcole? Why'd you get into this health and beauty situation?
It's so funny that you asked me that. Because I am the youngest of 4 sisters.
Oh my God, that must have been a disaster. I have mad sisters myself. I have 3 sisters myself.
Oh, so you know.
I know all about that. Jesus. I'm not the youngest though, thankfully.
I am the youngest. So I got all the brunt, but also all the lessons and knowledge. I was watching like a hawk.
Yeah.
And my mother was a cosmetologist.
Was she really? Oh my
Yes.
God, what are the odds?
Yes. So there was a lot of hair dye, makeup, and all fashion in my house.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from them. But I also was very insecure as a youth. I was a little butterball, as you see him. I'm on the chunkier side. And
That's all right. That's in nowadays, baby. You know?
oh, yeah. I don't want to be too
Which
skinny.
is weird because thick is in, but and we're gonna get to this after this conversation. Thick is in, but there's also like OD makeup happening, man. It's like, yo, it's like weird. You know,
it's
what
a
I mean?
weird time.
Like
It
we
is.
want you natural body wise, but fix that face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's happening, man? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. I mean, we need to embrace acne too, okay? Or, skin. But you know what? I don't know. I mean, even me. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into that. I was on the heavier side as a kid and in my early teens, and I was made fun of a lot, okay? I don't want to sound like I'm super sensitive. Well, I kind of
No, it's all right. I mean,
but
look,
the truth is...
I mean, you don't cap. Like, if you
No,
were made fun of, you
truth
were made
is,
fun of. I mean,
I was made fun of,
Yeah.
okay? And makeup helped me at the time find my confidence.
Gotcha.
However, when you're a kid and you're a teenager and you wear makeup, it's not like the teenagers today. They know what the hell they're doing. Like, they're good.
They got that YouTube, baby. We didn't have that growing up.
So, yeah, I made unsavory makeup decisions. However, it made me feel my best at the time. I was doing Amy Winehouse eyeliner and big burgundy lipstick, and it still made me feel my best. It didn't matter. And I realized that makeup was something that I was very into. I used to sneak out the house with it, get in trouble all the time about makeup. And one day my father was like, instead of stopping her, let's nourish this and flourish this. She wants makeup. Like the kid, all she talks about is makeup.
And your mom's a cosmetologist, right?
And my mom's a
She was with it,
cosmetologist, so they send me to get my certifications.
Really?
They
So
encouraged
your parents
it.
were about that life. Your father...
Not at
Your
first.
father grew up with 4 or 5 females in the crib?
Yeah.
What an animal. God bless him.
God bless him, for
I don't think I
real.
could survive that.
He's a strong soul. He did a lot of praying still to
Oh
this
my
day.
God, man. 5 Puerto Rican women in the crib. I can't even deal with one.
But he made it up for. He got a lot of grandsons now. So
all right, cool.
It balances
Oh, y'all
out.
have boys?
Yeah, we all have boys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it came back
The
in
hard
another
work
way.
paid off.
Yeah. You like that, right?
That's amazing. That's
But it did come back. He got to enjoy that. He's
Yeah.
enjoying it now still.
Wow, man, that's nuts. But yo, Nicole, man, you know, kids are killing themselves with body dysmorphia. And I want to talk about filters, makeup, because, you know, makeup is the reality filter.
Right.
You know what I mean? But people are literally applying makeup and then putting on filters, and they literally think that's how they look on a regular basis.
I know.
You know, and then so when somebody sees them in the natural state, you know, a man that they slept with, whatever the case may be, they're killing themselves because they don't feel beautiful anymore without the filters. Like, how do you feel about internet filters and all those filters that are happening right now as a cosmetologist, essentially?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I do enjoy filters myself. However, I do believe in balance.
Yeah.
You know, embracing your face naturally. So that comes with, take those selfies without the filters.
Yeah.
Take a few with the filters, but embrace it because it is who you are. And I think all of that actually comes from home as well, getting that encouragement from the parents that you are beautiful just the way you are, because you know what, we live in a world where the filters are not going to go away, and that's the truth.
Fact.
So we need to nourish our children, our younger generation, to embrace their flaws. And yeah, it's okay and fun to use filters, but recognize that you don't need it every single day. You don't need it. And I'll give you an example how we kind of had that in our generation. We had Barbie dolls, and Barbie dolls back then were not plus size. Okay, they were very thin, tiny waist, big breasts. You already know the deal, right? And that created a lot of body dysmorphia for our generation. And though that's not a filter, it is a filter on how we think we should look, right? And so it takes at home for the family to showcase that you are more than just what you look like. Like I was saying, what I give to my clients, you are more than just what you look like. You are a living, breathing soul with gifts and talents, okay? And if we put that into our generations now who are using filters and let them visit how they look without the filters regularly, whether it's in the mirror or taking a selfie, and say, wow, you're beautiful just the way you are, then they could accept that and teach them balance as well. But I compare it to that time because there was no chubby Barbies. Now there is, right?
Really?
Oh, yeah. Now they got bald-headed Barbies, chubby Barbies. It's so cute.
Get the heck out of Dodge. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think it all starts from home, and if you are not getting that from home, look to leaders, whether it's influencers online, who are showing that side of them that maybe not be appealing to the masses, but they're embracing it with confidence. Look to them for guidance.
Not Kevin Samuels. How do you feel about him?
Who's that?
That's the guy that tells women, like, yo, you're not that bad. Like, look at yourself with no makeup and without a wig.
Who's that? I never.
Oh
seen
man, no.
I gotta look him up.
No, look him up, bro.
I gotta look him up.
He is an image consultant in the African American community.
Okay.
Because, you know, he feels like a lot of these women wear makeup, right? And they have these filter situations and they think they're OD valid. And he's like, yo, like, you're really not that OD valid. You can't even look at yourself in the mirror without all the stuff that's going on. So how do you feel as a person that's on the other side making these women and, you know, enhancing these women's look? Do you feel guilty at all? Do you feel like you're part of a problem?
No, absolutely not. However, the women who feel like maybe they feel valid because of makeup and filters, life is going to deal them a situation where that bubble pops. And it's true.
That's very eloquently stated by you, by the way.
And that's where you learn and grow, because no one's perfect, really.
Yeah.
And whether the delusion is in their head or if they're a real life baddie, it doesn't matter. Eventually, if you don't have a good soul spirit, if you're not good to people, none of that matters. And it's so funny because I'm teaching that to my son because, you know, he's into girls and all that. And he has his own standards in his mind, right? But I try to teach him, if she was beautiful like that, but she treated you horribly, would that make the difference? And it makes him think, because he's like, I don't know, you know? And it could make someone look at you like ugly. instantly turn ugly once you open your mouth if you're a rotten person. You get what I'm saying? So they'll get their time if they're living in that bubble where someone will check them eventually. Maybe not now, but it'll come. The universe works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm part of the problem. Again, I think it all boils back to balance. Believe it or not, Angel, though I'm a makeup artist of 21 years, I go most of my week without makeup.
Gotcha.
Okay? And I'm in the trenches, in the park with my kid, looking like a regular mom. And that's what I am. You know what I mean? And every once in a while, I throw on my makeup and I feel great. So I think it's all balance at the end of the day.
You have been through a transformation yourself, man. Not for nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you speak about that on your Instagram, on your Instagram page, on your social media. Like, you know, what was that like, man, with body image issues, you know? Could you talk to the people? Because you make people beautiful, but you've had an issue with feeling that way yourself, you know?
Yes. Though I've always been on the heavier side.
Yeah.
After I had my children, I was at my biggest. And it was very, very difficult to lose weight. And it's true what they say. As you get older, it just gets harder. And that's the truth. So it does get harder. However, I am a person who I'm always for bettering yourself every single day. Now, I'm not saying being thinner is better. For me, health-wise, it is. Because, of course, I could have stood a big girl and just been confident and say, I'm just going to rock this body. But I started getting health issues along with the weight that were linked to my weight. And that's when I knew it was a problem. When I'm walking down the street and my daughter wants to run off and I feel like I can't keep up with her, that's a problem. When I'm pre-diabetic and my cholesterol's through the roof, that's a problem. So for me, it wasn't just a body image thing, but also I just want to feel healthy and good in my body. It had nothing to do with feeling sexy. Because even when I was bigger, I was like, I'm sexy.
Well, I mean, baby, you're in the Puerto Rican community. The bigger you are, the gorgeous you are. You know what I mean? Like, we'll run you into that. Puerto Rican men will make you a diabetic, bro. Like,
right. They'll be like, hey,
for real.
I don't want nobody
I'll
looking
give
at
you insulin, baby. Don't worry, bro. Keep your ass thick and juicy. You know,
Right.
we're horrible for that. You know?
No, but it's true. It's true. That's so
The
funny.
facts of life, baby.
Facts of life. But I also, when your doctor tells you that your cholesterol is high and you could possibly get a heart attack, that changes for you.
Yeah.
Okay? When walking and you're like, and you have to keep up with kids, that changes. So for me, the changes were not just for physical. Of course, I feel better in my skin. They were linked to health because I'm all about body positivity.
Yeah.
And there's tons of big, gorgeous women out there. I have tons of big, gorgeous women who do not want to lose weight, and they're freaking sexy. Okay? For me, it was a health thing as well.
Yeah.
And it's been
the
hard.
triglycerides, you know, they were too high. Those levels
I was
were too
eating
high.
too many patelillos, all right?
Too many bacalaitos.
Too many bacalaitos frito.
Facts, you know?
You know? And, I had to do something about it.
Yeah.
Now, my goal is not to be super thin. I just want to feel good in my body at the end of the
Gotcha.
day. And I encourage other people to do the same, okay? I've been attacked, however, for posting my before and after pictures because some people feel like I'm encouraging a weight loss community in a world that wants to embrace body positivity. And I feel you could do both. I have a video about that on my YouTube where you could be body positive on a weight loss journey.
Yeah.
I love my body, so I'm going to take very, very, very good care of it.
Yeah.
If that means eating clean, working out, and that's what it looks like for me, then that's what I'm going to do.
Well, baby girl, if your doctor's telling you could die if your ass stays big, like you may need to lose some of the cellulites, you know what I'm saying? Or the lipid situation, like
It's too high.
I mean, dude, it's just, you just gotta do it, baby. It's not about body positivity at that situation. It's
Right.
about life positivity.
Life
How
positivity.
long do you want to live, G? Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Yes.
that's crazy. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Because those guys calling you cute are gonna live a lot. You know what I mean? At your size is they're gonna be around longer than your ass will be.
Right.
If you don't change your ways.
Right.
Wow, man. Does that ever cause a friction between what you do in your professionally and now?
What do you mean?
Like, does that ever cause it, like, mentally, like, you are Coach Glamour, right? And, when you hear that, all of a sudden, you instantly you think, oh, she's going to make me fabulous, beautiful.
Right.
But then, you've also suffered through, body image issues. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
So, like, does that ever cause, like, any friction with you mentally? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like a poser sometimes, if you will?
Not at all.
Okay.
I use what helps me through my transformation body wise.
Yeah.
I use that as fuel for when I'm making someone else feel beautiful.
Got you.
Right? Because not for nothing, it's not just about the doctor telling me I wasn't healthy. Yeah, I felt sexy, but of course I felt like I wish my belly was a little smaller, right?
Yeah.
And I had to get through a lot of that mentally. It's not, when you lose weight, it's not just poof, I'm eating clean and work. It's mental strength to do it. It's getting up the willpower and the consistency to do it. So I take that into everything that I do, everything that I create. Okay, if I can lose this 10 pounds, I could lose another 10 pounds. And that means I could also do X, Y, and Z. I have the capacity. So I don't feel like a poser. I feel like someone who can encourage other people to go for theirs. That if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, if I can feel beautiful at this weight and still lose weight, you can feel beautiful with all your insecurities in my chair, no matter whether I put makeup on you or not. So I take that into everything that I do. You get what I'm saying here?
No, I get what you're saying. Now, there's also, are you promoting that fat burning coffee?
Yes, happy coffee.
What's up with that?
It makes me
it's
happy.
It's not the keto coffee. I had a keto coffee girl here too.
I love my happy coffee.
So what's happy coffee? What's that about, man?
Well, let me give you a little backstory. I was raised in a coffee house. Okay, coffee is part of the Boricua.
So let me get this
upbringing.
straight. Your father had 5 women in the house, all hyped up on coffee.
Café con leche.
Oh my God, the man is a saint. God bless him, man. Shout out to your dad wherever he is in the universe.
Yes, yes. So I mean, when I was a teenager, I wasn't drinking coffee that much, but when I became a mother, coffee became like my bestie.
Got you.
So I also have tried many other weight loss coffees, and a friend of mine was losing lots of weight online and super freaking cheery, and it came with a lot of eye rolling. I was like, she can't be that happy.
You're like, she's on steroids.
I was like, she's full
juicing.
of it.
That's not coffee.
So one day I was like, what's this thing? And she's like, let me send you some samples and you try it. And if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, whatever. And I loved it. I instantly had great energy, appetite suppression. The main goal with this coffee is it balances your hormones. And one of the most important things to me, like I told you earlier, were the ingredients were super clean. So everything is organic. There's no toxic ingredients in there. And that really made me happy. However, I do mines with a little Bustelo because I love my Bustelo.
Oh, gotta put that Cafe Bustelo in there,
so
baby.
I make
That's
a little
official.
concoction. I put the happy coffee with the Bustelo.
That's hard to find nowadays, Cafe Bustelo, bro.
Not where I live.
Oh, damn. You in Manhattan?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Lower East Side, baby.
Oh, yeah, come on, man. Lower East Side is still like little Puerto Rico. People will never know, bro.
We need our Bustelo.
It's a fact, bro.
So I mix it up, but it has helped me as far as appetite suppression, mood boosting, and all that great stuff. However,
Really? Mood boosting?
mood boosting.
Really?
Yeah.
It keeps your chi on fleek?
It keeps you cheery AF.
Get the F out of here, you darling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to hear the science?
Yes.
Okay. So it's dopamine, oxytocin,
Dopamine.
serotonin,
I
and
love
endorphin. I know, we all do. We crave it. We're like, we want to be happy. Those are our feel-good hormones.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they're out of whack for a lot of us. We feel like
Yeah.
we're not happy. We're not cheery. And it could be an imbalance in hormones. So what the coffee does is it balances out those happy hormones, and hence you're cheery. And what I feel, I mean, because really happiness comes from within, and that's the truth. Okay, I think the energy you get, that's what really
Happiness
makes you
comes
happy.
from your makeup, G. Your makeup
Nah.
skills.
Happiness comes from within.
You made me happy just rubbing on my face with that moisturizer. That was lit, you know?
That makes everybody happy.
I'm telling you, it's
That makes
official,
everybody
bro. You
happy.
gotta
Even
get
when I
on
do
it,
it on
yeah.
me, I'm like, yes. But it does help a lot. And I have a lot of clientele that they're loving it. They're loving it. They rebuy often because they know it's the truth. It's really good.
Wow. And what's the name of it again so people know?
It's called Happy Coffee.
It's really called Happy Coffee?
Yeah, we got happy capsules, happy coffee, happy shakes. Just makes you freaking happy. Now you see how you're laughing? That was me. That was
love
me.
it. It's so simple. It makes
It's so
sense, but you would
simple.
never think, The simplest things are
And it
always
makes
the
you
most
want to hate it,
inexplicable.
kind of, because you're like, happy coffee, like really. And then you try it. You're like, holy shit, I'm fucking. Oh, I'm happy.
Yo.
I'm happy
My
now.
God. I love that. You should have done putting cocaine in that?
Nah, there's none of that. All natural and immune boosting ingredients.
And
as
it's
well.
an immune booster. So
Yes.
you're in the toilet all day.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's fighting all the free radicals and all that good
The
stuff.
free radicals,
Yes.
I
We don't
love
want
it.
those free radicals.
You don't want the
They
free
make us
radicals.
depressed. We don't want that.
Do they?
Yeah, we don't want that.
Oh, Nicole, we've reached the point in the podcast where it's time to play 5 Words with Angel. Well, Nicole, on 5 Words with Angel, I'm going to give you a word or phrase. You're going to give me the first word or phrase or thought that comes to your mind. Sometimes people want to give dissertations. That's totally fine. If the word made you feel that type of way, go with the flow.
Okay.
All right. So your first word on 5 Words with Angel is the LES.
Delancey Street.
Delancey Street. Yo, Delancey Street is lit. And that's not the Delancey Street I grew up knowing. Jesus
Yep.
Christmas.
It's lit now. I mean, with all the new buildings.
Oh my God.
And the bars.
I remember dope fiends out there heavy duty on Delancey. Now it's like, yo.
That's party town.
That's party city right there. If you want to start a rock band, you go to Delancey.
Absolutely.
All right. Unfortunately, today was supposed to be the day of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. And that's your
Unfortunately?
word. Yes.
It's not.
parade. It's virtual. It's not going down.
That's whack.
So what do you
Whatever.
think when you think about the Puerto Rican Day Parade as a Boricua?
Party time.
Do you speak Spanish?
Un poquito.
Oh my God. What was that like not speaking Spanish, right? Because I grew up, right? And everybody's like, yo, like, I can't believe you speak Spanish. You Puerto Ricans don't speak Spanish. And I'm like, what are you talking about, my man? But you did you speak it in the household? Is that something that you were accustomed to? You learned it on the streets through a boyfriend? Because a lot of people, they learn it like that.
Well, my parents picked up this really bad habit of not speaking to us in Spanish so that they could tell each other secrets in front of us.
Get the fudge out of here.
Yeah, so it hindered us. However, that was their way of talking to
It was
each
smart,
other
though.
so that we wouldn't know what they're saying.
That's awesome,
But,
man.
I understand more than I speak, and I am ashamed. However, I can still learn. I mean, I have Duolingo on my phone.
Yeah, it's never too early to learn to read,
I
baby.
translate.
Yeah. No, I know you understand
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's crazy how you can understand it, but it's hard for you to
It's
speak
hard.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like I sound so stupid, but I do my best.
Hey, you do a good job. The next word is mascara. What do you think about when you think about mascara?
Love it.
I love it.
It's like my favorite product in
Really?
the world.
Yo, mascara will make a man look beautiful. Like,
I love
I should have
it.
told you put some mascara on me.
I
Like,
should have.
You want to do it right now?
Oh, no.
No. I was going to tell you no, too.
That would be a hot mess.
I was capping there. That's a fact. I bet. All right. The 4th word is camera filters.
Snapchat.
Oh my God, the best.
Snapchat.
The best camera filters on the planet.
I don't
Everybody
know
follow
about
me on
that no
Snapchat.
more.
That's where it really gets lit.
I don't know, because Instagram is up game. Their filter game is upgrading.
Yeah, but it's taking too long for it to upgrade. I feel like does Snapchat have the patent on filters? Bro, let me tell you something. I did an event, right? And I'm taking pictures of multiple people. Mm-hmm. And my homegirl who invited me to the event, right, to host her event, was like, yo, you didn't put no filters on these pictures. I'm like, yo, fam, I don't have Photoshop on my phone. Like, I'm taking these pictures from y'all phones. Like, I didn't know the phone. I didn't know y'all had Photoshop. Like,
You gotta request that in advance.
That's a
all
fact,
right?
right?
That's
Am I wrong? Like, if
put the filter on.
Like, all right, am I wrong? Like, men, like,
Yeah.
from now on, men, if you're taking pictures of women, ask them what application they would like to use and which filter before you even take a picture.
Yep.
We're at that level now.
Yep.
Wow, insane.
Unfortunately.
Now, the 5th and final word on 5 Words with Angel: body self-image.
Love your chichos.
Love your chichos. God, I don't. You know, my grandma used to say that I hide my lies in my chichos. That's why they're so big.
Possibly. That's where all our guilt is. That's why we gotta release the guilt. Release the guilt, forgive yourself, and the chichos start to shrink.
Man, my grandmother was a character, man. My grandmother.
Listen, I'll give you a grandma one.
Go ahead.
My grandmother used to say that you could reshape your face.
Reshape your face?
Yeah.
And you can. That's what you do now.
She's like, you got a double chin, do this. Your nose too big, you do this. Weird stuff. You got buck teeth, do this.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh my God, is she still alive?
No.
Oh man, may she rest in peace.
I know my grandmother wasn't the only one who used to say that. I've heard it before too.
Wow, man. Wow, that's crazy.
Witchcraft.
You know, we're witches though. Puerto Ricans are witches, so be careful. If you're gonna date one, you better know what time it is, man.
Exactly.
Our intuition is too lit. Like,
it is. It really is.
We'll know we're cheating on you before you even do it type of deal, man.
Yep, we know your body language.
That's why I don't think I could be in a relationship. My intuition is too real. I'll ask questions and I'm like, I don't even want to do it, but it comes out of me naturally. I want to be normal.
Oh no. Oh no. Your twin flame is out there.
Yeah, I mean, I know. You know, we just gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's it, man. Just be patient with this, man.
Yeah.
Now, Nicole, before we end the podcast, right? Tell a message to the young ladies out there, especially the young ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's a hard situation right now with the body dysmorphia, with the thinking that you're not beautiful because you're consistently on social media looking at people that other people think are beautiful, not thinking that you're beautiful yourself because you don't look like them. I think it's a lot worse now than it used to be with the magazine era. Could you give a message out there to the women?
Absolutely. First, I want to tell you that you're beautiful exactly how you are. And if you feel like you're not, I suggest you take a social media break. I know the amount I'm about to say, it's going to be shocking. At least a week. If you can't do a week, I challenge you to do 24 hours without looking at anybody and just go enjoy your life and your day and look at yourself with no filters and embrace the beautiful creature that God created you to be. Now, if you go for a full week without social media, I promise you, you're going to walk into yourself. You're going to own yourself, that when you go back online, you're going to say, nobody's touching me because I am me and no one is like me. You get what I'm saying here? So my advice to you, love your body, spend time with yourself, take a break from social media occasionally, and I promise you, you will step into the world as the best version of yourself.
Now, where can we find you, Miss Coach Glamour? Let everybody know. Let everybody know where they're gonna follow you at, man. Where can we find you?
You can find me everywhere.
And to book you as well. Give them the information. Give them the information.
Yes, my name is Coach Glamour across all social medias: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Do not hesitate to send me a message. I answer all my messages personally. I love talking to new people. And come with your questions. Come with your comments. Come with your feedback. I love feedback. I grow from it. And thank you for having me. I'm like super honored you had me on today.
You already know, Miss NIcole Lopez. High five. Everyone, that was Miss NIcole Lopez here on the Angel of Words podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, share the messages out here on the Angel of Words podcast. You could also find me on all your podcast platforms. The exclusive content is at AOWENT.com. And if you want to leave a donation to the Angel of Words podcast, it's Cash App AOWNYC. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, and we will talk to you later, baby.